Okay. You see that right there? Had a little door to it's like a little security latch for a server to get access to the reset, power off buttons, the CD-ROM. It was open, like that. And I went, boop. Did not feel good. Little extra bonus for you. I'm sure you want to know that. So, you remember Iceland? The only country on the face of the earth to tell the bankers and the global elite, go pound sand. We are not bailing out all these banks, coming up with extra money, borrowing money from the IMF and World Bank, etc., to fall victim to you, as all countries do, and then you make us sell off all these assets to pay back the loan that we can't pay back anyways, etc. Iceland wasn't having that. Iceland said, no, we're going to go after the bankers who did this. So, a little interesting story here. First, it refused, thanks to Zero Hedge, first it refused to bail out its insolvent banks. Now Iceland is set to officially withdraw European Union application. As soon as I see that title, I just think of Lindsey Williams. A few years ago, remember? He said, when all this goes down, when the big collapse happens, you'll get a little notice. Right, first you're going to hear about derivatives, which, by God, this oil crisis right now of falling values have caused major derivatives problems. People who were betting on higher prices got slaughtered, derivatives contracts. We have Switzerland detaching its currency, the Swiss franc, from the euro. It rose 30%. I mean, it was just people got slaughtered on that move. So we got some major derivatives problems. That's exactly what Lindsey Williams said we'd be looking for. But when the big collapse happened, what did he say? He said, first, it'll happen in Europe. Watch the euro. Because when that system collapses, he says, I've been told you've got 3-4 weeks or so max. So, a few weeks to get your house in order in America very rapidly. Because it's coming here next. That's what he said. So we have some country depegging its currency from the euro. We have another country withdrawing its European Union application. Iceland may be a small country, but when it comes to dealing with big problems, it is truly the modern equivalent of David in the battle against the status quo, Goliath. First, it was Iceland and only Iceland refusing to bail out its banks, when every other nation, Western nation, was being held hostage by those who stood to lose the most from a financial collapse, and even going so far as throwing some of its banking executives in prison. And now, as MBL reports, Iceland's Conservative Independence Party will support a resolution in Parliament to formally withdraw Iceland's application to join the European Union. So, it says this is a resolution which we supported last year. Benediktsson said, adding that nothing has changed since then. Asked if that meant the Conservatives would support a resolution to withdraw the EU application, he replied, yes, we would do that just like we did last time. He said, the government put such a resolution in the Parliament last year, but the matter was not concluded before summer recess, mainly because of a filibuster, which was staged by the opposition calling for a referendum on the issue. As a consequence, the government decided to postpone the matter as it considered more pressing to get other issues accepted. Primarily, laws paving the way for a government program to reduce household debts. Sounds like a plan. He says, so yes, dear Greece and the Greek people, as you prepare for elections, which is going to happen in the next several days, which may result in the first official departure of a European country from the Eurozone, because, again, if that one party wins, and it looks like they're going to, they said they're going to get out of the European Union and get on its own currency, so that the people who are suffering, jobless, all suffering austerity measures, thanks to unelected officials, will be done with. So yes, dear Greece, as you prepare for the elections, which may result in the first official departure of the European Union from the Eurozone, European country from the Eurozone, not only has Iceland shown that one can voluntarily not seek to be a part of the greater European good, so to speak, but in fact voluntarily seek to not be a part of said good. And the cherry on top, as recently as 2013, the country was growing at over 5%. Iceland. A rate unmatched anywhere in Europe, and on par with the latest annualized U.S. GDP. The one difference, however, is that Iceland does not mandate the GDP boosting and middle-class impoverishing Obamacare. So, for a country, again, Iceland, middle of freaking nowhere, what kind of products and things, I mean, how are they able to, 5%, growing at 5%? How is that possible? Well, it's possible because you don't have debt slavery to the bankers. It's pretty simple. So, go Iceland once again. Good for Iceland. Gotta love it.